Part 4. Where could he have gone? Eimund searched the entire village. But Dag was nowhere to be found. There were no hoofprints. Not even a trace of horseshoes in the earth. How could a horse of that size vanish without leaving a mark? No. With enough skill, tracks could be hidden. Even hoofbeats could be silenced. Anyone capable of such a feat would have to be an experienced thief. Or perhaps a soldier. Yet if such a person had entered the village, Eimund, a veteran warrior, should have sensed their presence. Just then, Rotrot appeared, gracefully mounted upon her white horse. She seemed almost amused. She said, "What a terrible misfortune. If you cannot continue your journey without your horse, then perhaps this is where we must part ways." The white horse was small. Yet once it began to run, Eimund could never hope to keep pace on foot. His answer came at once. "No. I will not allow you to travel alone. You heard what was said about the bandits. A woman traveling by herself faces far too much danger." Rotrot appeared entirely unconcerned. "Do you think so? If someone wished to steal a horse, mine would be worth far more. A warhorse may be valuable on a battlefield, but it can only be sold once." Eimund frowned. "Then you do not believe thieves took Dag?" Rotrot merely shrugged. "Who can say? I only know that I intend to continue onward." "What will you do, Eimund?" He did not hesitate. "I will accompany you." Rotrot tilted her head slightly and looked down at him from the saddle. "Why? You could return home, even without your horse. You still possess enough money for the journey. If winter arrives before you reach safety, even the greatest of heroes may meet a miserable end." Eimund met her gaze directly. "If I cannot remain at your side, it makes little difference where I die. I promise to walk the world beside you." Rotrot narrowed her eyes. "So you intend to follow me on foot?" Without waiting for an answer, she urged the white horse forward, as though nothing at all had happened. Eimund stood still for a moment. His eyes rested on the empty tether. Only Dag's scent lingered in the morning mist. Then, fortune, perhaps, intervened. The sound of a small bell rang through the air. A traveling merchant appeared. 2 horses pulled his goods. One carried the merchant himself. Another was young and strong. And the last was old and painfully thin. Eimund described Dag and asked the merchant to keep watch for such a horse. If he found him, Eimund promised he would buy him back. Then, naturally, he attempted to purchase one of the merchant's animals. But the merchant shook his head. "My friend, these horses are not for sale. The young one is meant for my daughter. And besides, I cannot sleep unless all 5 of my horses are near me." Meanwhile, Rotrot continued onward. She was growing farther away with every passing moment. Eimund felt urgency rising within him. Then he reached into his belongings. From within, he drew a golden necklace, a reward he had once received for rescuing a princess. A horse was engraved upon the gold. The merchant's eyes widened. "Oh, a magnificent piece. This must be the famous horse Vinter." Even Eimund had never heard that name before. The merchant accepted the necklace. Then he placed the reins of the old horse into Eimund's hands. Without another word, the merchant continued toward the village. Within moments he vanished into a crowd of villagers. Left alone, Eimund studied the animal. Its ribs showed through its skin. Its legs were thin. If forced to run at full speed, they looked as though they might break. And yet, behind its long eyelashes, its eyes shone with a deep and quiet light. Eimund saddled the horse. To spare it unnecessary burden, he tied much of his gear across his own back. Then he pressed his heels forward. To his surprise, the old horse stepped forward with unexpected strength. And before Eimund could even guide it with the reins, the horse had already begun walking in exactly the direction he wished to go.